What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I've done a build order tutorial. Honestly, there's a little bit of loss of motivation since Team Liquid came out with this super cool build order with the pros thingamajigger they have going on here. But you know, a couple of people actually asked me about the build orders again, so I figured I should just do it. It's good for me, honestly. It makes me learn build orders, makes me practice. It's good for you guys who actually like having a video going along with it, so that's the TLDR. Let's get into the build order. So we're all starting off as a regular Terran does with a 14 depot. It is actually a typical opener, so again, sorry about the lack of build orders. Let's hope you'll like this one, which is a spin on a common opener, the 211, but with a Hellbat edition. 16 racks right now, and then your gas shortly after. Put your guys into gas. Build your Reaper. Build your orbital. Build your command center. Very key here, build your second barracks right now. Get a reactor on that barracks. Build your supply depot. Build your factory and your gas geyser. Get a tech lab on that new barracks. Start building marines from your other barracks. Put your guys into the gas. Get your second orbital. Start stim. Build your starport. Get a reactor on your factory. Don't forget to not get supply blocked. I suggest building more than one depot at a time here. Build a medivac and start building hellions from that factory.
Commander, you've received a new message in your private terminal.
Build an armory and a second medivac. Start your combat shields. Hit a reactor on that starport. Now that you have 2 medivacs, start moving out. Get a 3rd command center. Set up your attack. Turn your hellions into Hellbats. Hopefully by now you've won, because they only went lings, but just in case you haven't, get 2 engineering bays and 2 gas. Keep your factory on your reactor, unless you want to go siege tanks. But you should probably start building widow mines, not more hellions. Build 3 additional barracks when you have the money. Fill your gas geysers. And hopefully by then you're set up to good to go for a macro game. Let's get into the build discussion. Alright, your strengths of this build. It is an easy execution. It is similar to the 2-1-1, if not identical to it until the medivac parts. So if you've learned that build, then you've kind of learned this one. It's a great mix-up of a standard build, so a poor Zerg opponent might accidentally scout your 2 barracks and think, oh, that's all I need to scout, and then get completely blindsided additional Hellbats. And that is another reason to do it, just tricking the Zerg. It leads into a macro game, kind of okay. Not the best, but it's okay. It can give you an auto win if they're only going lings, so no roaches and no banelings, but honestly, even if they've gone for the other tech, if they don't have enough, they don't have enough, and you might still win. And last, it can work on most maps. So on to the weaknesses of the build. A lot of units are committed, only 2 medivacs to pick up a large army, so you must choose wisely between your Hellbats and your Marines, whether you're going to pick those up or not. It can be punished if they read it correctly and make enough units. It can kind of get swamped, and again, if you're only going to leave with a certain handful of units, you might be put into a bad spot. It is easily scouted if they have a follow-up scout, but it's unlikely, actually, that they'll have that follow-up scout. If they miss scouts, timing-wise, then that might actually screw you over, but oh well. Doesn't give a solid, as solid of a macro game, that is. Compared to your 3CCs or your regular 2-1-1s, it's a little bit delayed for that, especially your upgrades. The suggested maps, Zenny. Honestly, I should only start putting this section in when there are suggested maps other than any. But oh well. Any map is good. Anyone you feel like it. For your tips and tricks, try and keep the Reaper alive. I mean, it's kind of a general tip, but hey. In scouting, ideally, you're going to look for a Roach Warren. You probably won't be able to scout a Baneling nest, but a Roach Warren might come down early enough to at least alert you that they might have the correct units to deal with it. Even if they have roaches, though, the marine damage plus the Hellbat splash might be enough to push through. If the Hellbat attack doesn't work, picking up the marines or the Hellbats can still do damage as you macro at home. The marines are going to give you a little bit more of that mobility, and the Hellbats are going to give you a little bit more of a chance to actually get those surprise drone kills. Personally, I'll go with the marines, but it's kind of up to you. Another iteration of this build, and there's, I think, at least one more, if not 2 more, but this is the one they might see as well. But you actually swap the starport with the factory reactor, so again, kind of like your 2-1-1, regular-wise. But then you swap the factory with the barracks reactor, so you're going to have a couple less marines, but you're going to have 2 medivacs faster, and a similar amount of hellions too. So it's just a different variation, give you a little bit more room to play with if you like to do different things. And of course, if you like this content, then consider following me on this YouTube channel, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, supporting my Patreon, whatever. And also, go ahead and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.